If your entire job search strategy right now is scrolling LinkedIn, Indeed, company job boards, and seeing if there are any roles that you want to apply to, and all you're focusing on is applying to roles online, I want to tell you something today that might be hard to hear. That approach is the slowest way to get hired, especially at the mid-career level and mid to senior levels as well. And I'm not saying this to discourage you. I'm saying it because every single week I speak to and see mid-career professionals who are spending a lot of effort in their job search with very little to show for it. Then they get some automated rejection emails, maybe one or two screening calls, but a general sense that something must be broken. I'm Danielle Bradley. I'm a career coach for mid-career professionals, and today I want to talk about why this approach doesn't work very quickly for mid-career professionals and what to do instead. So let's talk about why job boards feel productive but aren't. Job boards are addictive because they feel like progress. You see a posting that looks like a fit and you spend some time applying. And for a moment, you feel like you did something productive. You move the ball forward. But here's what's happening behind the scenes. That role that you applied to, hundreds, if not thousands of people also applied. Your resume is likely gone into an applicant tracking system, that infamous ATS that you've likely heard about. And if you make it past that system, a recruiter or talent acquisition, a hiring official might take a look at your resume. They might spend 6 to 15 seconds glancing at it. So you can see how things are kind of stacked against you if you only focus on this. And in addition, at the mid-career level, a lot of the roles are just not posted online. They're accessed through the hidden job market. That's where roles are just not posted anywhere. They're accessed through third-party recruiters and referrals. Now back to the job boards. The competition is really intense. And by the time a role is posted on a job board, it's entirely possible that the company, the hiring manager, already have a candidate in mind and they're just posting it because it's part of their process. So if you're spending the majority of your time focused on applying to roles posted online, you're focusing on the least efficient part of the market. Let's get into where most opportunities lie. As mentioned, many roles at the mid-career level are accessed through third-party recruiters, through referrals, through your network, through outreach, and through conversations that happen before a role even gets posted anywhere, if it gets posted at all. It goes something like this. A hiring manager might tap their network to ask them, do you know anyone that is really good at X? We are looking for someone to fill a position. People want to hire people that they already know, like, and trust, or that are known by someone they already trust. It can also mean a third-party recruiter reaching out to someone on LinkedIn because their profile has been optimized to help them be visible to recruiter searches for the type of role that they want. It could also be a former colleague that mentions and refers someone in for a role that is open but not yet posted. This is how a significant portion of hiring happens at the mid-career level especially. And the truth is that if you're spending most of your time strictly on job boards, on online postings, you're missing all of this. It doesn't mean that job boards are useless, they're just one channel. So how can you shift your strategy? My recommendation is to make sure that you diversify your lead sources for your job search. That's the fastest way to get hired at this time. It's not focusing only on job boards or only on referrals. Getting a mix. When you build multiple lead sources for your job search, you're able to quickly build a pipeline of opportunities. That's what we see with our clients. The truth is that we don't know where that ideal role for you is going to come from. So this approach really speeds up the time it takes to land an amazing position. So let me walk you through how you might want to spend your time instead of focusing only on job boards. Number one is you want to reactivate your network. That can mean reaching out to people in your network, maybe people that you haven't been in touch with in several years. It's okay. Your network is one of the most valuable resources that you have, and tapping into it can help to accelerate your job search. And the reality is that people want to help you. You would be very surprised, but many people have gone through some tough times in the job search at some point in the last few years. They're much more likely to be empathetic and to want to help you. So you can reach out to former managers, colleagues, clients, and you don't need to ask them directly for a job. You don't need to send your resume. You really just need to have a genuine conversation. Let them know you are exploring your next move and you would simply love to catch up. Ask them if they have 20 minutes to catch up this week. That one message, customized of course, and sent to 10 to 15 people every week can really accelerate your search, way more than applying to 50 jobs online. Number 2 is make your LinkedIn profile work for you. Your profile should be truly optimized for the type of role that you want, with some activity that will allow recruiters to find you online for roles that are going to be of interest to you. That means your headline needs to have the right information, your about section needs to be filled out with some information that will allow you to see the types of problems that you solve. And your experience section needs to showcase outcomes, not just responsibilities. When your LinkedIn profile is fully optimized, it's amazing what happens from here. Our clients tell us over and over again the power of LinkedIn once we've optimized their profile. We have a client that optimized his profile on a Friday. By a Monday, had 3 recruiters contact him. We also had a recent client who just updated her LinkedIn profile to have a number of recruiters reach out directly to her within a matter of days. And this was for roles that she had not applied to. This allows you to have opportunities come to you to start to feel like you're in demand. And what's even better than that is when this happens, you're not competing with hundreds, if not thousands of candidates. You're likely competing with a dozen at best. Number 3, you want to build relationships with recruiters in your area and in your industry. This is not about mass connecting with recruiters on LinkedIn. I don't recommend that, but it's identifying the ones that specialize in the type of work that you do for the industry that you're in. And you can ask your network to introduce you to some recruiters that they recommend as well. Once you have a network of recruiters, when they have a role that might be a fit for you, now you're on their radar and they're much more likely to contact you, of course. Finally, you want to be visible in your professional community. You can comment thoughtfully on posts in your industry on LinkedIn, show your perspective on topics that you know well, showcase that you are a thought leader in your field. You can also attend virtual or in-person events. The more visible you are in spaces that are going to matter for the type of work that you do, the more likely you are to be contacted about attractive opportunities. Now, this is not about building a personal brand or a professional brand for the sake of it. This is about making sure the right people know that you exist. They know what you might be looking for so that when something comes into their world, they know to let you know about it. So now I have some practical advice for how you can split your job search time. Once you've created your positioning and your job search documents like your resume, your LinkedIn profile, and your cover letters, I recommend splitting your time 50-50 between keeping an eye on job boards and applying to roles that are going to be a potential fit for you, and 50% of your time on opportunities that would be qualified to be in the hidden job market. With that, you want to focus on building relationships, nurturing relationships, connecting with recruiters, and building that network of people that are likely to connect you to opportunities that could be a fit for you. We have so many examples of how this has worked for our clients, but one of them was someone who has spent several months before we met strictly applying to roles on job boards. Her interview rate was extremely low. So when we started working together, we shifted her strategy completely. We defined her positioning, we upgraded her resume, and optimized her LinkedIn profile. We then helped her to identify several people in her network who she could reach out to and get connected to potential opportunities. So she started to have real conversations with humans versus strictly focusing on hitting the easy apply button or applying to roles on various job boards. Within a few weeks, she had warm introductions to companies that she was interested in. She started to interview with multiple companies, and just a few weeks later, she landed an offer. She didn't get hired through a job board in the end. She got hired because someone in her network knew what she was looking for and connected her with a decision maker. Job boards are one tool. They should not be your entire job search strategy. The quickest path to getting hired at the mid-career level is to diversify your job search lead sources. That is through positioning, through relationships, through visibility, not applying to hundreds of postings and waiting for something to happen. So shift your time and reactivate your network. Make your LinkedIn profile work for you and stop spending all of your time into the one strategy that's going to be the least efficient part of the market. Subscribe for more career advice specifically for mid-career professionals. And if you'd like support to build a strategy beyond job boards, I invite you to book a call with us. It's a Get Hired strategy session. It's complimentary, and the link is in the description below. And watch this video next: why networking on LinkedIn isn't working and what actually gets you job offers. See the link below as well. I'll see you in the next video.